Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. What we are seeing currently in the area of HBAR and HBAR is really remarkable, so, HBAR holders, you better stay tuned until the very end of this movie. In terms of the quantity and quality of updates, partnerships, and connections, HBAR is currently unmatched by any other effort in this field. Actually, I was beginning to think that HBAR's recent actions would leave me unsurprised. We are around 2 months into the year 2024, and up until yesterday, we will discuss it. And for those who are paying attention, it seems like HBAR is really taking over. HBAR is an incredible behemoth, and I feel terrible that you aren't investigating it right now. Plus, I think H4 will be a game changer. Additionally, it is going to be covered in this video. First things first, let's get down to the major story that everyone is already aware of. The $250 million cooperation between the HBAR Association and the Saudi Ministry of Investment. The Investment Ministry is pleased to hear that the HBAR Association has opened a venture studio in Riyadh specializing in deep tech. From 2024 through 2028, this project will last 5 years. In all likelihood, the entire project will begin in 2024 and continue until somewhere in the late 2028 or early 2029. However, the main goal of the initiative is to increase the size and speed of the HBAR ecosystem. In addition, it intends to provide assistance to 500 businesses over the course of 5 years. Clearly, this is a remarkable expansion. Once again, this is significant, particularly considering how large HBAR has become, particularly in terms of the environment, isn't it? There is currently so much value and volume behind the ecosystem that it's insane to assume that H4 can't be in the top 10. That's why I've been talking about it a lot. When the cycle comes to a close. However, as stated in the release that was shared with BSC News, the Saudi Arabian Ministry of Investment will provide selected companies with dedicated support. This support will include helping them obtain entrepreneurial licenses, navigating Saudi laws and regulations, and establishing connections with important government stakeholders, strategic partners, and investors. Additionally, the head of the HBAR Association expressed his joy at the prospect of a substantial strategic alliance with the Saudi Arabian Ministry of Investment. With our Riyadh-based deep tech venture studio, we intend to put money into the digital future in a way that supports the 3 goals of Vision 2030 and helps Saudi Arabia's digital economy grow. To help prospective applicants navigate the HBAR and apply at Saudia, Ashcraft will soon start bringing on board a number of engineers, specialists, and business associates. You all know that I've been gushing about HBAR for almost 3 years, so it's no surprise that I'm astounded by the progress being made. Looking at the landscape around HBAR in 2021 compared to now, for instance, reveals the true value of having conviction with some of the powerful players in the space. I see what you're saying. Regarding the price activity, it hasn't reached our desired destination yet. Although the effort is worthwhile. Everything around HBAR is powered by HBAR, so having investments in businesses like this that continue to thrive and expand is great for HBAR. Therefore, I am certain that HBAR will prove to be incredibly useful down the road. But we're also pleased to report that Mondelez International, DLZ, has them spelled correctly. The famed Oreo, Ritz Cracker, and Public Brown brands are all produced by the multinational food corporation that has joined the HBAR Council to further investigate the practical uses of distributed ledger technology. HBAR has made a monumental leap with this. When you consider how absurd this is, that is. Just so we're clear, let me take you all back to 2021. HBAR will not become famous in 2021, as I predicted. The name will be highly regarded. The name Oreo is well known by everyone. The Ritz Cracker brand is well known. Brands like these are well known. Right now, HBAR is connected with these brands at this very moment. Consider how incredible it is. Furthermore, there are numerous practical uses for it. As a member of the HBAR Council, BLC is stepping up its efforts to create distributed ledger technology, DLT, solutions on the HBAR network, with an initial focus on supply chain management. The company also plans to improve consumer involvement opportunities. With HBAR's help, we're going to keep digging into just actual ledger technology as part of the digital transformation. Behold, each and every one of their additional brands. It goes without saying that these names are well known. I mean, right now, it's hard to look at HBAR and argue that you're not positive on them now. To put it mildly, this is insane. Beyond that, though, we are excited to watch how HBAR and MDLZ International's new cooperation will showcase the practical benefits of distributed ledger technology, DLT, in the future decentralized economy through its use and incorporation. Here we are, with deepest gratitude, to the global head of digital strategy at Mondelez and Blockchain, who graciously agreed to be a guest on the program to tell us why Mondelez became a member of the HBAR Council and how they intend to use the network to propel digital transformation. The main points are presented below. They are the parent business of well-known food brands like, and we're already familiar with their names thanks to our membership in the HBAR Council, and they operate in over 80 countries. Mondelez plans to build supply chain management and consumer interaction solutions based on distributed ledger technology, DLT, for digital transformation. They are presently collaborating with up-and-coming fintech SKUs or SKUX to use the HBAR network for better consumer interaction possibilities. This is thus quite significant. Looking closer, we can see that the corporation is intent on reaching their net zero emissions target for 2015. There has been some time for this objective to be in the works. One large energy business, EDF, has been working with HBAR since 2021, when they joined the GCC. They also mentioned 2015 and net zero emissions. They couldn't have done it without HBAR. HBAR and a lot of these companies seem to be headed in the same direction, which is strange. This is true at every stage of the value chain. Everything that is integral to the business model will be executed via DLT when we examine these efforts. Just imagine how out of control things will go for HBAR. In my opinion, HBAR has what it takes to become a household name in the industry. HBAR will be a household name. This was published on December 13th, in fact, and it was about sustainability. So, in your opinion, where did they go? At least we know now that they visited HBAR. Because of this, HBAR is quickly rising to the position of undisputed real-world leader. More than 150 countries have already used them, and you may read some in-depth opinions about the company in the About section. With projected worldwide net revenues of $31.5 billion in 2022, we are among the world's leading snack food firms. Although we are quickly expanding into baked snacks, we already hold the top spot in the world for biscuits, cookies, and crackers, and we are in second place for chocolate. Gum, candies, and a variety of cheeses, groceries, and powdered beverage items are among the many things we manufacture and sell. Thus, they are a massive corporation. Furthermore, this demonstrates to you the immense significance of the HBAR network in the years to come. Because it's so easy to become mired in the here and now and conclude, oh, well, HBAR is really not performing. I try to keep a long-term perspective in this area. Afterwards, you visit the cryptocurrency list and think, okay, I'm going to sell my HBAR and jump into VeChain or Beam or something. People are so caught up in the here and now that they fail to see the forest for the trees when it comes to this technology's potential for long-term profit. People despise me because of that, and I know it. But if you're a visionary in this field, you'll be rich beyond your wildest dreams. Many of these projects, I mean, seriously, are making their way into the real world, using billions of dollars and brands that have an impact on people all over the world. Looking at the big picture, this is a huge shift from HBAR. But the 14th is when this post will be made. It was declared on the Governing Council that Hitachi was acquired on January 15th. Moreover, this was of great importance. For example, the current maneuvers surrounding HBAR. Looking at her and saying, I'm going to pass, is assuring me that you will not fall victim to it. As an example, if the idea of tokenomics is terrifying you, nonetheless, it's worth noting that tokenomics are actually quite benign. Only about 33% of what is required to be in circulation is now available. That isn't something that worries me at all. The reasons for this have already been discussed. HBAR is a stock I'm quite optimistic about. Yes, I am. All of these changes happening at the moment are the reason I am. Of course, these are only a handful of the many actions taken by the GC Council. Plus, they're enormous. On the other hand, they are informing us daily about new integrations and expansions. As you may be aware, these are incentive programs in action. And this is where we get a glimpse of the backstory. Now we can simplify it. For safe and easy reward systems, they will also be collaborating with HBAR through Blade Wallet. By 2026, the global merchant fleet is projected to require an extra 89,510 officers. It is designed to modernize and optimize recruitment processes and career development, pave the way towards a more integrated and technologically advanced maritime sector overall, and address workforce shortages, outdated recruitment methods, fragmented career paths, and a lack of comprehensive educational resources. Such as when we consider the areas and fields that are currently being shaken up by HBAR. The snowball effect going around HBAR is quite thrilling to see, and I don't think people realize it. One of these names comes to mind when we take a serious look at the potential snowball effect that can be triggered by these companies is enormous. Take ServiceNow as an example. I've gone on and on about it on this channel since 2022. ServiceNow completely changes the game. Yes, it is. For the simple reason that HBAR is now accessible to a plethora of additional businesses via ServiceNow. The development and release of these items have only just begun. However, I am of the belief that it will dominate this market once they do. Also, there was an announcement from Equity Labs not long ago. With a center, they are now tapped in. I mentioned that it would be great if HBAR could work with Equity Labs to expand their AI services to their 9,000 plus customers. Need I say more? A center serves as a client for 95% of the world's top 50 banks. A reliable network with limitless scalability, like HBAR, is essential for scaling AI. HBAR, and it really will rule the future. It is absolutely mind-boggling that the majority of individuals are choosing to ignore these kinds of actions. They simply don't notice. Also, consider the average TPS when you examine the network. Furthermore, many will object and claim that it's absurd. It isn't going to happen. Indeed, it is. Pay attention, evidence suggests something is occurring at this very now. There is no deception. Don't try to change it. No, the TPS game has been dominated by Dara. DeFi on HBAR has 500 million in total social swap trading volume, but that's not all. The HBAR social swap team's new accomplishment is evidence of their remarkable and unstoppable growth. Every single TVL. Now, HBAR is worth $120 million on its own. The situation is resembling that which existed at the start of 2023. In February of 2023, we reached $160 million, or nearly $161 million. Once again, we're in the thick of things, with $120 million. And things will only become bigger from here. The fact that one individual was able to tap into nearly $89 million demonstrates the social exchange in action. Consider the moment when HBAR begins to witness an influx of disruptive initiatives. If anything, this is merely the first step. As if things on HBAR are only now beginning to take shape. Moreover, seeing this is quite thrilling. Plus, when we turn on the TV on the HBAR. According to the total bar pressure, this is at a level of nearly 1.5 billion bar. The idea is absurd, but the significance of the DeFi world on HBAR is so great. Everything that the HBAR team is doing right now is visible to us. Everything is being added to the value of HBAR, which is a real coin on the network that powers the network. Everything about this is thrilling. By the way, if you're wondering where the price action was or what it was, we're not referring to it here as mere hype. In this context, substance means added to the network, which means that price action will follow. There have been some major shifts recently. And you, the holder of HBAR, must realize that this is all going to cause HBAR to become incredibly valuable. I can't wait for everything to happen. Feel free to share your thoughts and opinions in the comments section. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. See you soon, bye.